Welcome to a new update. In this update, we are going to talk about the Bitcoin's price action. Bitcoin reached 30k, is looking at a potential breakout to the upside, while altcoins are also looking like they want to continue moving to the upside, as we just had an ocean of news on the markets. Are we actually starting the bull cycle, or are we continuing the bear markets? That's what we're going to discuss in this update, but we are also going to focus on my strategy going forward in terms of trading. Which levels am I watching and what am I looking for in terms of a potential short on Bitcoin? Am I shorting or am I looking at a potential long, and which levels actually I want to get into if I want to? That's what the focus will be in this update, a Bitcoin update. But before we continue, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also make sure to join our public Discord where you can get a trade ID every 2 weeks, where you can ask me questions how I trade, where you can get chart requests and more, as we are building the community on Discord. The link is found in the description beneath too. Also, what you can see on the screen is we've got our website here, our Crypto 101 course, which includes more than 7 hours of content on Bitcoin, ETH, DeFi, NFT, TA, FA, security, mindset, and how to build your portfolio. It has a 15% pre-sale discount, and that's the highest discount that we do. Only a few more days are left on this discount. It's priced at $2.99, but then you get the 15% discount, lifetime access, one-time purchase, and you get more than 7 hours of content. Additionally, I can happily announce that I'm currently partnering up with OKEx. It's a long-term partnership that we would like to utilize on multiple levels, as I think that OKEx is a brand that is currently existing for a long time already, as it used to be OKEx and now it's OKEx. And it's going to be building within the regulatory framework that we want. It's the biggest competitor of Binance at this point. It has all the products that we need. It has a great copy trading platform. It has the highest volume. It is also providing a lot of opportunities in the futures platform. And therefore, I've decided to partner up with OKEx. There's one hurdle though. People from the US and from the Netherlands are unfortunately not allowed to become a client on the OKEx website. For the Dutch clients, that is because they're trying to become or to apply with the license to become into the regulatory framework. Once they do, that's when you want to get into the exchange. And I think they're partnering up with an exchange that wants to become compliant to it is the way moving forward, just like we have done with our partnership with Bitfavo. If you sign up before August the 1st, you're getting 20% lifetime discount on your trading fees. You're getting those trading fees back from me. You can just get all those trading fees, so the higher the volume or the more you trade, you just get 20% back. And additionally, there is a 60k sign-up bonus that is also going to apply until August 1st. That's the only month that we're going to have it. And after that, there's going to be extras, which is giveaways, trading competitions. You can actually apply to my copy trading if we are going to use it through OKEx, and more. So giveaways, meetups, one-on-one sessions, everything can be done. Make sure to sign up through your OKEx, to my OKEx link in the description beneath. You don't have to, but I want to use platforms that I can actually say that I'm properly using myself, and OKEx is one of them. So that is regarding promotions. Now, when we're talking about Bitcoin and the price action of Bitcoin, there are a few important topics that we need to discuss. 2 weeks ago, we had the case that Binance got sued by the SEC, or actually Binance US. They wanted Binance US to leave the country. A few days after, we saw Coinbase getting sued by the SEC too, and there is still a confusion about whether or not cryptocurrencies are securities. And yesterday we've had the testimonial of Powell stating that stablecoins are a form of money. So he switches his tone. That is just after the fact that we have witnessed that multiple big investment managers are applying for an ETF or anything else. So the news that we've got here, first of all, we've had Deutsche Bank going for the digital asset license in Europe. We've had the startup of BlackRock going for the spot ETF. We've got the EDX exchange, which is backed by Citadel, Schwab, and Fidelity. Fidelity, we know that they've opened up a Bitcoin a brokerage for retail investors, I think like 3 months ago too. Now we've got Valkyrie, we've got Invesco, which is a 1.49 trillion company, and we've got Wisdom Tree also applying for a spot Bitcoin ETF. So we've got 4 of them in a matter of a week. Now, we also know that in March we've had the breakdown of crypto-friendly banks, right? Signature Bank and all the other banks that were cracked down during that weekend. So there is something going on over here, and it's a little bit unethical, I would say, that the big parties are jumping into the markets right now at this point, just a week after Binance has been sued by the SEC. And that shows how the markets... We need the institutional investors, but that it's just one misleading thing. And then you got the question, are they going to accumulate now, or have they been positioned already? I think ultimately the crackdown of FTX is probably also aligned with everything that's been happening. If we go further in time, most likely what we'll be having is that we see in the on-chain data that the big parties have been accumulating in the past year. That's why I expect that when this news drops, they have already been preparing this. They have been doing it all together. This has been going on for a long time. So the accumulation has been done. Now they can start kicking off the bull cycle to the upside. That this is literally the argument that you need to have in terms of fundamental adoption to know from here we move onwards. The markets become mature. The institutional investors are going to get into the markets. More argumentation is not what you need. It is literally the 1997, 1998 of crypto, of internet, and now it's in crypto. Also, in 2003, gold ETF was launched. After that, gold went 5x. So we clearly know that if the ETF is going to be confirmed, any of those, probably all of them will be applied and accepted. You are super sure that we're going to have the big cycle in this case, probably peaking in 2025. But if you need more arguments, those are not there. This is it. So if you want to start accumulating, buy on every dip. And I think that if you're not into Bitcoin, 10 months prior to the halving is the time when you buy altcoins, and that's now. Chainlink, that's now. All those altcoins, that's now. So you should be doing it. Now, when we're looking at the markets, of course, we're going to look at the lower time frames. But first, we need to look at the total market cap. And I'll just erase this for a little bit. There are a few arguments that we can see on technical aspects that are looking really good. First of all, the total market cap just had a dip beneath the 200-week MA and the 200-week EMA. It flipped back above, through which we most likely are going to have some consolidation, and then we can start having continuation taking place here, resulting into a push towards either 1.6T or towards 2.1T. I think that this big crash has been taking place through Luna, through which we can see some resistance going to be happening around 1.6. But I think that the next run will bring us towards 2 trillion and that the entire market cap of crypto goes 2x, which means Bitcoin going in a significant big move from here before we're going to have the correction pre-halving, and then we start to have a consolidation, and then we start to have the breakout at a later point in time. But I think we are on the edge of having that first real conviction move, because the fact is that we've got the breakout back above the 200-week MA and 200-week EMA, resulting into strong continuation as the most likely case here. If we're going towards the weekly charts for Bitcoin, we can also see some arguments here that are very important to keep an eye on. And I'm usually doing the higher time frame analysis to see where we are standing in the market segment. What do we see here is a case that we have been taking these lows by this crash. We have been taking this low here too, as we have been dropping here. After that, we have been taking these highs, right? And we've had a consolidation taking place through which we are making higher lows, higher highs. We were also rejecting at the 200-week MA and 200-week EMA. Now we got above it, we reject, and we are flipping this previous resistance zone for support, through which we have argumentation that we're going to continue moving from here. In that regard, we've got a pretty healthy correction taking place. The 200 has been holding. We come back towards the resistance point, and probably we are going to have some consolidation before we start breaking out, taking out this high, accelerate even more, and most likely get ourselves towards 44k. I think 36 to 38 is a crucial one, but I think once we clearly start to break through 30k, we can have some more of an expansion like we have been seeing here and start continuing in a more bullish move with high volume, altcoins breaking out as well, and get some real momentum and hype into the markets before we're going to have a correction taking place in Q4, Q3, Q4. I think Q4, and then from January onwards, that is going to be the case that we continue moving. This is most likely what I'm expecting here. So we've got a window of 2 to 3 months where we are actually going to do really well. Now, what am I looking at in terms of the lower time frames for Bitcoin? I think at this point, I just have to erase these for a little bit. I think at this point, and TradingView adjusted too, is that we are taking these highs out here. So we've got a cascade of short squeezes. I think either we're taking out this high at 30.6, or we are taking out this high here, which we've done already, and are going to have a price pattern like we see here. If you're looking into a short position, I would say we've got this move right now. We take the wick, we consolidate. If we have another wick here, come back down, then you've got the argument to start, or you've got the argumentation to actually start looking for a short here, and then you're starting to take the TP around 28k. For purposes as hedging or scalps, that is reasonable to do so. I think that makes a lot of sense. Ultimately, if you are looking for potential long positions, I think a sweep here at 28k is definitely what you want to look for, and then we can start continuing to the upside. I think ultimately, if we are having a peak run towards 32k, I don't believe that we're going to go down to 28.5. But if you are searching for a potential short case, and if you're searching for a potential long entry, I think this is what you're looking for Bitcoin at this point. On Saturday, I'll be back with an altcoin update. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.